I'm absolutely delighted to be joined by our partners at the Energy Saving Trust.
Nearly everybody in the UK who's using a gas boiler at the moment is going to have to transit to electric heating, and most of that electric heating will be heat pumps. And that's a conversation that is only just starting. And obviously, you can't have a transition in which consumers and householders are engaged, and if there hasn't even a conversation started about it. So certainly, we at the Energy Saving Trust are very keen to get that out there and to discuss what needs to be done, so that it provides the engagement with people which will be needed to actually get it done.
In terms of who pays, we feel that it has to be affordable. It has to be an affordable alternative to a gas boiler. So if you can't afford to replace your gas boiler, then that's something that the government needs to step in and pay for. And we need grants for low-income households.
So if we don't decarbonise the heating in our homes, then we've got a problem. We can't reach the net zero pathway.
You know, we're not suggesting that it's a good idea for people to rip out systems that are working unless they're very inefficient. So when you're upgrading your system, it's definitely worth looking at what the new options are that will save you a lot more money in the long run, as well as cutting carbon and reduced other emissions like nitrogen dioxide, which is emitted by gas boilers, for example, so improving air quality. So that's the when. It's when it needs doing.
Under the Prime Minister's 10-point plan, there is a target in England to put in 600,000 heat pumps a year by 2028. So that's approximately a tenfold increase. That's probably, to be honest, that figure's probably a bit on the low side, but it does give you an idea of the scale of the transition that we'll be looking at. And you asked the question about when. The interesting thing is that every year you don't start, it gets harder, because for the net zero pathway to be achieved, the changeover has to take place by a certain time. So if you've got, say, 8 years to do it now, and you waste one of them by not starting, then you've only got 7 years, but you've still got the same amount of things to do.
I think heat pumps may sound like news to us, but when you look at what other countries in Europe are doing, we're quite far behind other countries. And places like Norway, a third of homes have already got heat pumps, and 95% of the new systems that are going in are heat pumps. So we just have to catch up.
And it could drive up to 200,000 jobs. These are big numbers. This is a national endeavour.
It'll be really well insulated. You'll have an efficient system that keeps your home really cozy. You'll have appliances that are efficient. You'll probably have things that switch off and on automatically, and you'll have a smart meter that's really tracking your energy usage, so you're just paying for what you're actually using.
Life will be better afterwards, not worse. And there is that famous quote from the science fiction author William Gibson that the future is already here, it's just unevenly distributed. And that's the case. There are heat pumps in this country. There's thousands of them. People are using them. They are living in the sort of comfort that Laura described. And we do have case studies. By all means, have a look on our website to see them, of people who've put in a heat pump and been, happy, warmer, cozier as a result.
Mike, Laura, thank you both very much. And a huge thank you to the Energy Saving Trust and to all our Net Zero Festival partners, without whom we wouldn't be able to stage this event.